Hey, how are you? I've had the joy of working in multiple roles in the organisation, but it's kept me coming back. I think we're really good at innovation. There's never a dull moment at FamilyLife. I think there's always a sense of optimism and how we, thinking about how we might make the world a better place. So I think that sense of innovation and never quite accepting mediocrity is probably one of our greatest strengths. I would say the Creating Capable Communities program. I have a really deep-seated commitment to the strength of communities. I greatly believe in the power of communities to help vulnerable families, and I reckon that each of us need a support network around us. So that program is really dear to me because I've seen such amazing outcomes come out of the program. There's so many stories that make me smile about CCC. I think in my early days I was fortunate enough to spend time in the community at places like Key Street, which is our breakfast club, just engaging with community that are often really difficult to engage with and have a lot of stigma attached to them. So I was able to go in and spend time with children and be part of those processes. But then I think if I think about how our CCC program has evolved, I was also really fortunate to be part of our collective impact work out in Cardinia, and that's a real highlight for me because I was able to lead that work. And that was a project that looked at how we might reduce family violence, which is one of those things that everyone says is such a big issue. Like, how do you change that? And to be able to be part of that and after 3 years of the work, see family violence reduced in that community was probably a career highlight for me. So it was just a fabulous experience. Certainly, I think with Together We Can, there were small moments of pride. I don't think there are many days at FamilyLife when I don't have a moment of pride. I really get to do amazing things with amazing people, and I really love the team that I get to lead, but the people I work with in the organisation. With the particular project Together We Can, one of the most pride, when I was really filled with pride, was being able to win a national award for the work we did, and that was amazing because I think you do so much work with community, and a lot of people don't believe in the power of community, but I do. That's why I work at FamilyLife, and I think to see a project like that get recognition was just amazing, more for the community than for myself, but wonderful to be part of it. I think I would say FamilyLife is a really safe space. I think I would talk to a child about what their rights were and how FamilyLife is a supporter, someone they can go to when things get tough. And FamilyLife is a friend. It's a friend to the community. It's a friend to families and children that they can talk to when things get tough, and we'll help them figure it out together. A lot of people don't know that FamilyLife is, I think we're growing as an organisation, and I think people should spend time with us as an organisation because we're a really great local organisation that cares about local kids. So I'm always saying to people, get to know us. We're in your neighbourhood, and we do really great work with really great people. And I think FamilyLife is an inclusive organisation. Not only can you be part of our programs in terms of if things are going tough for you, which happens to everyone at some point in their lives, but it's inclusive in that you can come and be part of the solution, which is a really different way of seeing the world. I think for most organisations, we expect community to come in when they have problems, but for us we say you are part of the solution to the problem, so come along and join us. I think the world can look very different in partnership. Am I allowed to say #awesome? Well, and in jest, but I think we're an awesome organisation, and probably #social change. And I think we really are an organisation that wants to see the world differently, and really wants communities to feel like they have the ability to change the world, to change their world. I think it's pretty cool. I feel a lot of gratitude to the people who 50 years ago thought this was a really good idea. I think I'm pretty much in awe, and I'm really lucky, I think, to be in the organisation in a leadership role at a point where we get to celebrate FamilyLife's 50th birthday. And, you know, I think I'd say to FamilyLife, thanks for adopting me into the journey. I think it's wonderful to come in and spend the last almost 7 years of that 50 years being part of a story that is about how communities can solve problems for themselves. So how amazing that 50 years ago those community members had this great idea, and it's still a really good idea. One of the things I was reflecting on was how grateful I am to work at an organisation like FamilyLife, and how rare the work we do is. I think so much of what we do is about connection and creating connection, and that's connection therapeutically with the families that we work with, but it's also connection with community. And I think in a world where there's a greater and greater sense of disconnection, we have a voice, we have an option, an offering that is substantially different around the fact that you have the capacity to change your world, and you can do it as simply as reaching out to someone and building a relationship with someone. So I arrived in the organisation as an immigrant, and I was accepted into the organisation, and I formed connections that have professionally built me up, and personally I've grown through that. So it's amazing that I'm part of that, and I'm just really grateful for that sense of connection. I don't think I could work in any other way, so how lucky am I? Happy birthday, FamilyLife. How amazing is it that you are 50 years old and such a gracious organisation. I'm really lucky to be part of the organisation, and hope to spend many more decades working together with you. Happy birthday, FamilyLife.